Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for new rulings from the board. The board would like to welcome Olympic medalist what is his name? I know. Gus Kenworthy to the membership. Now see, you all gave me shit about not wanting Nick Jonas last time. But do you see what I had in store for you? He's an Olympic medalist who likes to show his butt on Instagram. You're welcome. It's fucking beautiful. And while it's nice to know that even though we may never sleep together, somebody right now is tearing up that beautiful ass somewhere in the world. 1,000 points of light, everybody. The board would like to congratulate the divine lady, Laverne Cox, for landing the role of Dr. Frankenfurter in the Fox live telecast of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. We're delighted mostly that it wasn't Dookie. Because you know that was probably bandied about quite a bit. But let me tell you, have you watched The Best Night Ever? Have you? Are we still biting our lip when we dance? Is that a thing that happens? Yeah. Stop it. You're a father now. The board would like to squinch our eyes at Sam Smith, who recently said he'd like to be a spokesperson for the gay community. What do you have to say? Because as someone who's been working for the gay community, we've been trying to shut a lot of people up for decades. Rufus Wainwright? Yooks. We get nervous when people want to take charge rather than participate in things, so slow your roll, girl. The board would like to applaud our prettiest girl at the crazy dance, the one and only Pat Robertson. Sweet Patty Melt really outdid herself this month. We thought she really had peaked with AIDS rings a couple of years ago, which was a personal favorite of mine, where he told on live television someone that gay men had AIDS rings that we shake unsuspecting people's hands with and give them AIDS. Like a joyless buzzer. But no, he's doubled down. This is a direct quote that nobody censored. Believers should not be forced to do something they don't believe in. It's tyrannical to force somebody to give money and pay taxes for something they abhor. The homosexuals just don't want to be left alone. Now they want to come out and stick it to the Christians. They made it very clear it's an organized thrust throughout the nation to force conformity. This used to be considered perversion. It used to be considered an abomination. The Bible says it's an abomination. The Bible says it's a sin. And people say, not only do we want to practice our sinful ways like Sodom and Gomorrah, we're going to make you like it. Now, if that wasn't Pat Robertson and some guy was saying that to you in bed, that'd be hot. We're gonna make you like it. All right, Patty Melt. Whatever you want. The board would like to thank the managers of the Walmart in Florence, Alabama, for just being so comically ignorant we couldn't wish for more. In what can only be described as an oopsie, the Walmart sporting goods section was stocked to the brim with gun oil. The popular gay lubricant. They thought it was oil for real guns. But the minute I heard it, I was like, oh my God, I better get down to that Walmart. Because you know they'll sell that stuff cheap, and it's expensive. Anytime I buy a huge bottle of gun oil, I say to every bottom that comes in my house, you better be worth that. So I could just waste it on myself and be just as content. She's gone very dark. She's gone very dark. The board would like to congratulate longtime member and Silver Fox Victor Garber, who recently married his partner, Rainier Anderson. The board would like to wish a fond farewell to the great jazz singer Mark Murphy, who died just recently. He was a wonderful trailblazer in the jazz community and an openly gay man. The board would like to privately reply to Anderson Cooper, who was apparently upset about the impression of him done on SNL last week. He said he was a little mad that the impression was queened up. Listen, Giggles. Sure, it's mean when they do it. But between us, girl, you'd be lucky to be that much of a queen. That girl was giving us full Tim Gunn, and you're barely a Santino. He is barely a Santino, unless he's giggling like a 12-year-old Japanese girl in a tickle porn. Then, I watch it all the time, it's my phone ring. Finally, the board would like to say to the press, the gay press, stop it. Just stop it. Why do we need articles like, do gays fat shame? Yes! That article should be one word long. I should click on it and it just, yes! Every day in every way. Do we have a problem with racism? Yes! Or then, a personal favorite, and let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I live in the world as a 48-year-old woman, but I'm being harassed like one now, and it's unsettling. Because if you're a 48-year-old woman in this world, the media is out to make you feel like shit every fucking day of your life. You can't go into an Ann Taylor loft and be safe anymore. And for me, there's nowhere to run. There are articles like, when is it appropriate for a gay man to just give up? Imagine, if you will, you're me sitting around eating a yogurt. Going, when is it appropriate? And while the article may have a fun twist at the end, you've already horrified me with the title. Could we just relax and go back to showing me pointless things like, oh, some gay country singer wants you to listen to his music. I'd rather just look at it. Because I've heard the music. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of music, she's returned to us. Adele. Oh! On behalf of the entire organization, you need to get out there and buy that single. Because I rarely have feelings anymore. But when that plump girl sings to me, I feel things on a spiritual level that only two fat people can understand. And I'm like, we deserve a cheeseburger for this.